everybody, happy Sunday. It is May 3rd and some states are starting to open up and Texas is trying to safely open up by allowing businesses to be open and operating at about 25% of their capacity. So this is because they want to get the monster moving again. And they really, really want things to go back to what they think is a normal. And a lot of people who are paying attention to how they feel and how they think and what they've done during lockdown, what they've had to do for their individual businesses, how they're looking to grow now, what they've done with their families, what this has actually meant for their children. It's they're looking at it in a different way. That even though businesses starting to open up, we still don't have a handle on this. And so people are moving forward with trepidation. There's still a lot of anxiety and stress going around. And some of this fear of what we've been exposed to and this fear of needing to change or the inability to do what you normally do, which means you've been forced into a period of change. Change is difficult. It is not easy. It is not easy for anyone. Even if you're a person that looks forward to growth, it's not easy. Anyone will tell you that. But there are ways to kind of alleviate that, to make it simpler, to put you in a better mindset that you are able to readily absorb information, to really maybe take an honest look at situations that you happen to be in, or maybe honest things about yourself. So just recently had a discussion. I would not call it a discussion. It started out a discussion with someone who I love and care for very much, and who has been in a situation for some time now. It's not new. And they just can't seem to allow themselves to see the positives. They can identify properly all of the problems that exist, right? But that's what humans are good at. Humans are really good at pointing out the things that don't fit, recognizing negativity in everything. We're excellent at that. We don't need practice. What needs practice is focusing on solutions and being solution oriented, and then having the strength and the courage to move in the direction that will be the best option right now for the people that are involved. Sometimes that means that the decision is going to be something where at that time or at this time you think that somehow you're losing, or that you're not going to be the person who is on top, right? We always have this win or lose mentality when it comes to life, because we live in a world of duality. Night and day, good and bad, fast and slow, that exists here. But a lot of that we actually create for ourselves. There's this mindset that if we don't win, that somehow we're losing something, or if someone gets something, right, that somehow we are losing in that effect. And since everything is situational and everything is energy and energy is vibration, that means everything is vibration. So everything that you bring into your life and attract to you really depends on the mindset that you have, the emotional state that you choose to stay in, and that actually creates your vibration. In order for you to attract positive things, goals that you want, to be able to be successful in the places that you want to connect to the people that you want to, you have to be in the right vibration, which means the right thinking and the right emotional state. If you can generate just the vibration of gratitude, truly being grateful for all things, good and what you perceive as bad, because all of that was for you. because life is happening for you, not to you. Right? You literally have asked for everything that's going on with you. Once you come into a point where you have the ability to make decisions, or you do take action, right? All of it. Even if you feel like you're not in control, you do always have choice. It's the most powerful thing given to every human being on this planet. And it amazes me how people think that they don't have a choice when they do every single time. And let's say, we'll bring, for example, when people say, I can't change the way I feel about that. Yes, you can. Literally, it's a deciding that you no longer want to feel that way, and then using tools or changing your thought process in order to get you out of that mindset and actually point you in the direction of how you really would want to feel. So that is a choice, right? How you think throughout the day about yourself, about other people, that's a choice. The actions that you choose to make, anything from deciding to get out of bed, brushing your teeth, what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, how you're going to sit, who you're going to talk to, how you're going to talk to other people, those are all choices. So if you are unhappy with the situation that you happen to find yourself in, you're the only person that can change that, right? And no amount of advice or well-meant and well-placed thoughts or GIFs or memes or pictures or letters or texts or messages is going to change that if you don't choose to change that. It has to be your choice. No one can force you to do anything. Even if there was a gun to your head, you still have choices. You might not like the choices that you have to make. You might not like what kind of choices that you're having, that you are able to choose from, that you can see, right? That you can recognize, right? But it's still a choice. And if you don't like the choices that you think that you can see before you, go talk to someone else that can show you that there may be other choices. So you are a powerful creator and captain of your own ship. If it goes in a direction you don't want it to go in, you're allowing it to do that. Or you've given the reins of control to someone else by making decisions based on how you're influenced by someone and something else, and not really thinking about how that's going to affect you, so that you can actually create blame and feel like you're not responsible. So I love everybody. I do believe that everyone has faith is a wonderful thing. What you choose to have faith in is important, but none of my business. And I don't feel the responsibility or the need to change anyone's decision or perception in what they choose to believe in, or how they choose to carry that out. I just pretty much about being positive. And the fact that you have faith in something also makes your choices powerful, right? So your faith. But I do have to say that there are many people who run in the realm of religion that like to blame everything that's happening to them, good and bad, on an entity outside themselves. They tell you in every single existence of scriptures, books, and mantras, whatever it is, every single one of those religions, right? Even the older religions, right? And some of the dead religions, that no matter what happened, you had the freedom of choice. No one can determine that for you. If you want someone to act on your behalf, you have to say so and give them that power, right? That includes entities that exist outside yourself. But for reals, you are in charge of your boat, right? Who you allow to influence you is different. But always there has been the freedom of choice. So for a lot of people who have difficulties forgiving themselves and forgiving others, and are really good at pointing the fingers at other people, I want you to understand that when you feel a specific way about yourself, or conditions and experiences that you've had in your life, and you were not aware of who you are, and you haven't started doing some real personal development, you're going to project. That means you're going to take all of the issues that you personally have with your life, and that things that you have not processed or have not come to terms with, and you will project them out to others. You will literally create that same condition in your life because you have not processed it. You will see it in the people around you, and you will create that for yourself. And it's horrible that we allow our minds to do this. Your ego, right? You're allowing some drunken 2-year-old imaginary mental baby that has no control over its emotions to basically give you direction and set the course of your life. You have everything to do with where you're at right now, and you have every power to change that. And I like to use essential oils. I just do, because they do. And I love that science supports it, right? So everyone has an olfactory nerve, which is right here. So if you put your finger in your thumb and you go like this, this is your olfactory nerve. Your olfactory nerve actually translates scent, vibration, plant compounds, perfumes, smells, foods, to the brain. And the brain, the amygdala, processes this, and this is how it sends signals to the rest of your body, right? So if you have laughing gas, dentist tells you breathe that in. When you have surgery, they do the same thing. Breathe it in. Hits the olfactory nerve. The olfactory nerve talks to the amygdala. The amygdala tells the body, relax. And the body relaxes. Count down from 10 to 1. Get to 6. Out like a light. Right? So if it works for gas, it works for other compounds and vibrations too. Which is why essential oils are so powerful for helping to manage emotions. This is the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit. And I like to use it for myself, and I also like to use it for clients, because these set of oils that are in these particular blends actually help you to manage certain emotions so that you can get into a place of thinking where you can allow yourself to make decisions based on not how you feel, but literally how you think. Right? Because when emotions are high, intelligence is low, and you can never make a good decision or deal with people well or deal with yourself well if you are just living in a place of emotions, right? At that point, you're just experiencing feels, and a lot of them are not good feels. So for this particular person, and for myself, because I had to do it immediately, I had to remind myself that this person is in a specific place with their consciousness level and their personal development, and that they might not be able to see things that I can see. And then so in that way, they're not ready to accept any kind of help. They're not going to listen to advice, no matter how well placed, right? So that word help and people asking for it, really important. I told myself that I am no longer trying to help people that don't want help. So this is Forgive. And Forgive is a proprietary blend that has some beautiful oils in it that actually puts you in a place to forgive yourself. So to allow you to get over anger and being sad, having resentment, right? All of these negative feelings towards yourself and others, this really helps to put you in a place. It makes you feel, helps you to feel peace. And when you can get past all those negative vibration emotions, you can think clearer. And I have to say that even love and joy, those are chaos emotions still. Positive emotions, but they're still in the realm of chaos. You know, it'd be like being in love, crazy in love, or being manic, right? People who have mania, they understand this, that this is a powerful time for you to create and to put out rockets of your desire, but at the same time, really have a hard time controlling how that's going to go and the momentum that it takes. So get yourself out of your negative emotions and put yourself in a balanced and peaceful setting emotionally so that you can think and make good decisions, right? Think and learn or choose to look at something a specific way, to put yourself in that other person's shoes, to give yourself a different kind of perspective about yourself and everything around you. So that is my video for today. I hope it helps you. I hope maybe it might give you some insight on someone else and a little bit of why people act the way they do. We're all experiencing this life, and all of us have different strengths and different limitations. So how we can deal with things, right? And how long we're going to deal with things and the decisions that we make, you know, those are all very personal and very unique. And what I love about the world today is that we have the science to support natural solutions that can help people in their health and wellness get to where they want to be. It gives them options, and it helps to empower them with choice, something that's been taken away from people for many, many, many years and generations. And so I wanted to make sure that I could give that to you. You can choose how you feel. You can choose to change how you think. You can choose to change, and the change can be not as painful if done in a particular way, and with somebody that you trust to actually guide you through that journey. So I encourage everybody to be courageous. Step out into the unknown, right? Fear is just a construct of your brain. Change is not dangerous. It's just different. So much love. And I have much love for this person that I started talking about, and just slightly disappointed. But I have to remind myself that, once again, that's putting expectations on someone else, and expectations are just resentments that you place into motion before you get to your future. So I am going to try to not do that and remind myself that she is the captain of her boat, and all I can do is just be here. So thank you so much for listening, and if you have experienced the same thing, please put that down in the comments. If you have not yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and hit the notifications bell, because I have new things coming out all the time, and I love hearing about what you think is important and how you think about my content, because it's always my intention to bring you content that's going to help you become a better version of yourself. So, aloha!